actually shows me, look, 0% overall done.
Wait, ma'am, go down.
This is for capitalizing, number one, capitalizing and formatting titles. Like
Ma'am, go
either
down.
you're still working on it, 0%. So remember, the assignment is extensive. It doesn't take, it actually takes a while. You need to go through it. Okay.
But it's kind of confused. It is confused.
Ma'am, are you leaving the door open, ma'am?
I like to leave the door open once in a while.
Why? There's kind of it.
My diagnostic. Let me see where we're at where my diagnostic.
My cousin was right. This school's so creepy, bro.
So everybody should be working on something.
I'm working on it.
I don't know, ma'am. I wanna leave. I have this.
No, you're in my there. Okay, so here it's asking you, write a short story that begins with this sentence. There was a knock at the door. So you give your story a title.
That sounds like the Real Red Riding Hood.
There was a knock at the door.
Yeah.
And why is it saying there? Remember, there's 3 versions of there. There, like over there. There, like possession. Or there, the contraction they are. No, the her assignment is there. Then
I never use a comma.
they are there.
I never use a
And then
I use one.
there.
I use the first one and the third one. I don't.
And my assignment, guys, what I'm trying to do is, remember, guys, as you move up to 7th grade, 8th grade, you're going to be writing a lot more. And your grammar. You're not going to be using Grammarly, especially when you take a test.
Grammarly?
Or Google to correct you. Do we know what there?
They are.
They are. This is a contraction. And what is this one? What would this one be? There.
It's
Like
over
theirs?
there.
Like theirs, it belongs to them.
Or is it a possession?
It's a possession.
It belongs to them.
And then over there
Like the
is
place.
place. Place. This is contraction, right?
Ma'am, we should learn about that.
Well, that's what you're doing through no reading, and then there,
Ma'am, no writing is awesome.
Oh.
possession, right? That's why we're doing it. We are going to get more into the grammar. I just need to, now start cleaning, ya ni modo. Put away your binders. Those of you that are in my class next period, go to your journal.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm ready for it.
Ma'am, I was gonna go like this.
Yes.
Ninth period.
Ninth period. This is when I have my favorite class.
You're on camera. Right on the
Wait, I thought you made next time.
syllables are like.
Okay, guys, go ahead and line up by the door.
Ma'am, ¿qué pasó al marker, ma'am?
Huh?
These are syllables.
Bye, guys. See you all tomorrow.
Like this. Ya. Hasta la crítica. Qué bueno, dale equipo.
Y tampoco no le gusta
first period. I got
That's really large class.
Yes. Madeline, say hi to the camera. Madeline, say hi to the camera. Mia, say hi to the camera. Why? The camera. Oh, shit. I'm recording. I'll post it on YouTube. What do you mean?
No, I love that.
You look bad.
She looks bad. I'm a material girl.
Follow the leader, leader. Follow the leader, leader. Follow the leader, leader. Follow the leader, leader. Follow the leader. Oh my God, it's started my first period.
What?
You're my first period. Right now? Mr. Garza.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, you dressed it. Oh, they're pushing. They're pushing. Wow. Stop pushing. No, the boy needs to move. The boy needs to move.
Mira qué bonito.
I'm recording.
Did you get home?
Yeah.
Anytime. You have a weekend? You have a weekend? Oh, awesome. How come nobody's doing this? That's awkward.
Are you standing tall? Yes. Are you? Yes.
Zarili absent? Thank you. You're paying attention to Miss Solis? You're not in tune. No. Your fa's not in tune. Angelica Ibarra, thank you. Amber, thank you. Kaylin Rios, thank you. Absent.
Standing tall?
Yesenia Salazar, absent.
No elbows? mattresses. Yes? Yes? Alright. And we counted all of it. Yes? Yes? Alright. We start on? Me? You we start on? Me. One, two, here we go. One more time. And we're together, right? One more time. One. So we have the beat, right? One, two, show me your beat. Together, I see. One, two, here we. So some of you are going with me. Some of you are going. One, two, here we go. Mi, so, do, fa, mi, la, so, mi, re, mi, so, mi, so, la, si, do, si, la, so, mi, so, fa, mi, so, la, si, do, re, mi, re, do, so, la, si, do, re, mi, do. We will hold it. All right. So measure 8. Do you see measure 8? Yes. All right. And do you all have measure? Measure 8 is the third line, and it's the middle measure. All right. You have so, fa, mi. So we have this. Yes? I'm going to move this because someone dropped water. Your backpack is in here. Go back. Go back. Your backpack is in here. Okay, next.
Okay, I'm moving my water. I'm moving my
My pencil!
Your backpack goes in here.
Can someone please use the one with the beat as a teacher? It's mine. And the hot key
Right here. Someone got water now.
She also owes
I would take this opportunity to be filling in solfege syllables or working on your hand signs or thinking about what your melodies sound like. None of that requires talking. None of that requires sound. None of that requires sound. I still hear noise.
Someone else?
Can I change the schedule required to make it instead of girls' choir?
What, regular choir? This is regular choir.
Like to
There's
mix.
no way. There's no way. Yeah.
Yes, I have a friend that's in mix. There's mix. I don't know.
Someone else? All right. So we're on measure 8. Yes?
Yes.
All right. And we have this. Yes? You can see it?
Yes.
All right. First we have a quarter note, which is easy, right? How many pulses do we have? Pulses? Two, right? We have down, up,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
All right. And then we have this, which is basically 2 8 notes. Yes.
Are we talking about this note?
Yes. So I'm talking about sol and fa, the two next notes. Do you see them?
Yes.
All right.
What's your name?
Here.
Next to Alexis? Next to Alexis?
This is Amanda.
All right. it's not pertaining like this, I'll make you stand up. Alright. So now we have the slope is just up, down, right? Two poses. Now this one on the next slope is gonna be 1.5. Right? So we have 1 and then 2. Are you sure?
1.5.
I just said it right now.
Like two, like it's like half or like down.
The slope back is gonna be
Bless you.
1. It's 2 anals, right?
Yes.
And 2 anals equals 1 cardinal,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So 1, 2, right? Half. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Half, which is 1 pulse, 2 pulses equals 1 beat. And this is so, and then so 1.5 so, and then here we're gonna fa. So it's gonna be so fa right here, fa, and then next is mi. So try that. Mi, that. Alright, so try that together. So, sorry, wait, so, mi, sorry, so, fa, yes, so, fa, yes, fa right here, Alright, so try it again. Alright, so let's try 7. So, fa, mi. So, fa, mi. Yes, together. Together, 1, 2, here we go. So, fa, mi. Alright, so measure it. So, 1, 2, ready, go. So, fa, mi. Remember that so first. So, and then so, fa. Don't forget the first so. Yes. Yes, on measure 8. So, fa. Mi. Yes. Ready? Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, here we go. So, fa, mi. Alright. And then we have a, what's that little 7?
8 first. Is it a rest?
8 rest, right?
Wait, where?
On measure 8, so after the mi, do you see the 8 the little 7? Yes. That's an 8 rest. And what do we do at the 8 rest? You yes. So when we have the quarter rest, we did silence, right? But on the 8 rest, oh no, actually, we do.
Is it like a half rest or something?
Kind of. It's actually a one pulse because
You do the beat but not silent.
we do a one pulse. So on the quarter rest, we do 2 pulses, right? Silence, right?
Yes.
On the 8 rest, we're gonna do one pulse. So you can do rest. Rest. Instead of silence, we can do rest. Rest. And then the next one is what's open? So we're gonna do rest. But we're gonna mouth rest, right?
Yes.
So. Let's try that. 1, 2, here we go. So. One more time. 1, 2, here we go. So. All right. Make sure 8, all of it. Ready? Here we go. So, mi. So. One time. 1, 2, ready, go. So, mi. So. Good. All right. Let's try to do from the beginning. Oh my God. Ready? Yes. 1, 2. Yes.
We're starting
We're
with the
starting
beginning.
The beginning. 1, 2. Here we go. Mi, so, do, fa, mi, la, so, mi, re, mi, so, mi, so, la, si, do, si, do, si, la, so, mi, so, fa, mi, so, la, si, do, re, do, so, I like that you kept on going.
Ma'am, can I have a copy of that and can you do it again?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna join you. I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna read what you guys are doing.
You can have mine.
They're starting from the top?
Yes. All right. Here we go. One more time. Ready? 1, 2. Whoa. Are you ready? Yes. Warrior. T-I, right? T. Like the blue. Right? T. Alright. And then we're gonna find what? We're gonna find P of D. How do you know that's the P of D? Oh, good. How do we find it? How do we find the P?
Looking at what space our line is on.
What space?
4. It's on line 2.
What's with the 4?
It's on the line.
For
The second
line?
space.
Oh, for second space? What's in the second space? What line? That line. What is the second line?
The shark.
What chart?
The
What chart?
That shark.
What chart?
The second shark is on the second shark. Second shark is on
What chart?
the shark
on the right. To the right.
Alright. So, we have 2 sharks on measure 9, right?
Yes.
Alright. One is on where? We're not gonna bother with. We're gonna bother on the furthest to the right. Alright, and which one is that? What line or space is it on?
second space, right?
It's on the second.
Our second line? Here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, it's the third line.
Second line?
Yeah.
It's not on the space, it's in the second
So,
line.
we're counting 1 and 2. Is it like that in your music? Third line? Are you sure? Count in your music. Count in your music. I do all the time. It doesn't matter. We count from the bottom to top or the top to bottom? Bottom to top, right?
Yes.
Alright. So you're saying that the last shark is on the second line. Is that why you sit down? Why is it show up? That makes no sense. So, is your music What do we do?
Check which one's dull.
Okay, where's
Try to find home.
Yes, try to find home. Where's home?
Oh.
We're gonna go down, right?
Down.
See? On the bed?
No. Wait, don't go down.
Together. Go up. See? And then? All right. Put a hold on. If you don't have to hold on, write it down. And then next to it, we write what? We write what? P-C. What? What do you write? Over there? What do you write? P? Bro, that's the wrong answer. What do we write? Joe! Now, what is the key? It's do. Now we have to look at the alphabet. Go back. Yes, you. Yes. What is the key? Oh, D. Oh, P-L-D. Right here, D. P-L-D. So now, what is your first note? What is the first note? Right, so you don't have so. What's your second note? Next. 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 Me. It's me. And then Alright. And then on page 4. Alright. Measure 17 over here. Measure 17. What do you have? And listen, because they're gonna give you the answers. Listen, they're gonna give you the answers, but you're not listening. Again. You don't have it? Okay. You don't have it? Then why didn't you say it? Say it louder. Alright. You read it now? Alright. I don't know. Why are you asking? Alright. Now that you have it, No, we're gonna track it. Because we haven't even done the tonic prior. 1, 2, here we go.
You wrote 8th grade, bro. Excuse me. Excuse me. My phone kept recording. My phone kept recording. My phone kept recording. My phone kept recording. For YouTube. I'm recording a video on YouTube. Isabella. How do you make friends, bro? I don't know. I'm recording for YouTube. No, really? Yeah, look. Do you run into a lake? Oh my god, I can't just go to I'm taking Spanish. Let's go. Hey, hold there. Hey, yo. Calm down. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Calm the flip down. Tú para Cuba, dale para abajo. Bye, Isabela. Yo, let me see this one. I heard you speak fa la la la, drink fa la la la, fa la la la, fa la la la, yeshu ya, drink fa la la la. You switched your period? She switched your period. On miss. I forgot your name. 3, 2, 1. Ma'am, I forgot your name. No. ¿El computador? Ah, está abajo.
My name is actually Kumalala.
¿Qué? I'm doing my own dance and I'm recording for YouTube. Oh. You say hi? Yeah? Come on, Mama. That is not a Cleveland Browns, Mom.
Laptop's closed for now. Make sure you did grab your binder. If you haven't done so, do that. Also, make sure you have something to write with, please.
Ma'am, I left the binder in Miss Arredondo's class.
I'll get it later.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I have it in my backpack. Nah, I wasted it. Ma'am, I found it. She dropped them. Madeline. Good afternoon. Ma'am, it's Thursday, ma'am. Get up here. Cleveland Brown.
He said you can't handle me. He just said you can't handle me. Or did you stop me in front of the window?
I have patience, but only so much.
Man, when are we gonna? Never mind. What are you want me to do? I'm reading it. I just can't see. Yo, Madeline, let me your glasses. Oh my God, you. Madeline, you're fine. I broke mine.
Raise up your hand if you still say balls on 2022.
Oh my. Madeline, it's blind and shake.
Can I watch what that? Dude, I wish balls.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're doing things a little different today. I'm gonna work backwards with you guys because I realize your attention span runs a little off towards the end of the day, so does mine. So
See, ma'am.
take care of the business part.
Ma'am, do we need a pen? Never mind.
Alright, so everybody's got one of these?
Yes.
We're gonna work on some notes together. We're only gonna get through the first page, front and back, probably, and then we'll watch our news and I'll give you time to work on today's journal. Alright, so Alright, so please be quiet as I talk. There will be time for discussion, but if you don't want to listen, put your little head down and I'll take that as a sign and I'll let family know that that's where we're at 5th week of school. Okay, so let me take care of the notes with you guys. That's pretty much it. So elements of fiction. I don't know if this might look familiar to you guys. This little plot diagram, what we call it. As we keep going through it, hopefully it does. I think everyone knows that in 5th grade or 4th grade. You guys literally start this stuff since I think at least 3rd grade, so it should be familiar to you. Some teachers call it the witch's hat because it's kind of got that shape. Some use a roller coaster, some use a mountain. But again, you're 6th grade already. I don't mess with that type of stuff too much anymore. Well, sometimes I will, but. So, our little plot diagram. Any story that is fiction, fake, make-believe, made up, someone's imagination, all these types of stories go through this little pattern, okay? So, that's just your title page. It says, students, your notes are missing some words. We're going to read through the slides together and fill in the blanks with a proper word. The more we see the word, the more we hear the word, write the word, of course, the better it is. Better chances that it will stay in our little brains. Okay? So, first one, guys, at the top. Words in red right there. That's what we're filling in. And some of this stuff is very simple. At least it feels simple to me. The sequence of events. So we're writing that at the top. The sequence of events in a work of literature. It says the first event causes the second causes the third, and so on, right? So you will get questions like, which event triggered Jeremy into quitting the football team? So it is your job as a reader to go, being able to go back and be like, well, what was that one thing that happened that made him make that decision? So that's what we're talking about with sequence of events. What happens before, what happens after certain little events happen in the story. Okay? First word also, exposition. Down here at the bottom, this little square right here. Exposition. That's the beginning of the story. We learn our characters, we learn our setting, and we'll talk a little bit more as we look at this. Right? Exposition. And this is also because they're going to ask you questions like, in the exposition of the story, what happens with Daryl? And you're like, well, the exposition, what part is that? Hopefully you remember, oh, and that's at the beginning, so let me go check over here at the beginning. Alright? Next word, this right here is probably going to be the first time you guys see this as a 6th grader. Shoot, well, it's okay, anyway. So inciting incident, right next to the little star. Inciting incident. The word inciting sounds like incendio en español. Cuando hay un incendio, a little fire starts, right? So there's a little spark that gets things going. So here the inciting incident is that little spark. Something happens in the story that gets the action going. Maybe it's Miss Salinas finding a $100 bill in the hallway. And now she's got a decision to make, right? There's cameras, first of all.
Oh, the story.
Right, do I keep it?
Now cover your face, man, and then gut it.
Never mind, just give it back.
Just go like this and then get it. Yeah,
You know what I'm not keeping it.
Is that really?
Oh, get it to your feet, man, and then pretend you're not seeing it. And go like.
In the room. Well, in here, on your laptop, or on my laptop. So, okay, yes, let's regroup. Come back. So it's something, one little thing, one little minor thing that kind of, and it, when we're watching a movie, when we're watching a series that we're binging, then you know that something happens and you're kind of like, I already kind of know what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So that is important right here. Next one, we got the rising action, right? Good. And again, I'm hoping some of this stuff starts to sound familiar to you. It'll make your job a lot easier.
Is the exposition and the introduction the same thing but like a different word?
Yeah, you can say that. Okay, rising action, well, something just happened. We met our main character. We know where we're at. Something happens. And now the action really gets going. Maybe we get introduced to other characters, or maybe the setting changes
It's
too.
this one right now.
Yes, rising action. So this guy right here, I'm going a little bit sideways. Okay, anybody remember what comes at the top?
Climax.
What you think of this?
We never heard this in any elementary.
Oh,
we did this in 4th grade.
No.
Should've. Keyword should've. Maybe you were absent, maybe you were sick.
No, I wasn't. I was there all year. I've been here an 11-year-old. You're 14. I'm 13. I'm gonna be 13.
Alright, now at the climax, this is the turning point. This is where, like, what decision is our character gonna make? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad?
Is it gonna keep it? Is it gonna leave it?
Right.
Is she gonna keep that?
So the turning point, most exciting, the tension is higher, like, right?
Falling back. Yes, sir.
Good. Falling action. now we kind of start to see how, well, he decided to do the right thing, and let's see, maybe he'll get a reward.
Maybe you'll get $200 for a drink.
Right, you want to do that?
If he's a rich person and gives you all his money because you only found him at the
You get to be so good.
There we go, bro.
If I was a rich person and someone would spend $100 to me, I would be like, oh, thank you, bye. Have a good day.
I would have been like, you can keep it. You
And that's how rich people stay rich.
Be smart.
People work hard for money. They just do that because of money. In real life, you just
They
take
need to share.
And then the last step, guys, is a resolution. Sometimes it's called the conclusion. Kind of like introduction and exposition. And then right now I'm gonna write a fancy French word that they also use, maybe not in 6th grade, but it's good for you guys to know in the next few grades.
Bingo.
They forgot to give a payment.
Trying to
What?
They forgot to give charity $100 so they can get 4 charities. Ma'am, do we write it there? Who are the charity?
Let's write it just so it could be processed in your little brains.
How do you pronounce that?
I'm about to. It's Denourement. And like I said, it is French, so it's pronounced denouement. Denouement.
I'm French now.
At the end? I know the French.
Who remembers the song?
Confusing.
What song is that? I don't know what it's called. Do you know that song? No. Do you know the
Correct, where they sell the little beignets, and beignet has a T at the end, that's silent. There's little
Ma'am, I've never heard of T go silent.
because New Orleans was settled by the French. Alright, so we're good on that, right?
Yeah.
Let's turn the page over. These next few slides, there's nothing to copy, but we're on this back page, and that's where we're gonna end. We'll watch our news, we'll work on our journals, and that's our Thursday.
Yay!
Yes.
It's fun.
We will. I'm taking a break from that. I
Ma'am,
just want you guys watching.
ma'am, we don't want to see Mr. Clean. We want to see Carl.
Who's got new nicknames today?
I love Carl. I love Carl. I like it.
Big forehead.
Bro. Big forehead like this?
3 more minutes. Yes?
Oh, are you
Let's finish this page and then yes.
I'm nervous.
Okay, so they're gonna use, we're gonna use little Calvin here as kind of an example of following the plot line, okay? So we have Calvin, we have Calvin. Got the words again.
Wait,
just
ma'am.
like the song.
Ma'am, is it this page?
We're gonna be on that page, but I need to get to it. So these next few slides, hold tight. I'm just going through them, and we're about to get to that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So at the top, big word right here is exposition, right?
Yes.
It says the part of plot which the reader is given important background information about the.
Character and settings.
So write that down there, right? Characters and setting in the exposition, first stage of any fictional story, right? Also maybe called the introduction. We're just on this page right now. Keep going back. It's right behind the very first page. You could have a reading or two. All right. So we're still in the exposition. We're learning a few more details about our little Calvin. He's 5 years old. His dream is to ride his bike up the steep hill at the park. So we learned about the setting.
He doesn't know that there's another side.
Remember, he's 5 years old, because at first I was like, really, Calvin? Well, that's a big goal. But then I remembered,
He's gonna break his leg.
he might.
There's no other place to go down.
Peppa Pig is
Peppa Pig.
Now, in this next little section, characters, have the main two titles for our characters. They're either a protagonist or the antagonist. Okay, so I don't have anything here in red so that we can underline. For protagonist, right underneath, you're gonna write
Main character?
good. And under antagonist, enemy. And it doesn't have to be evil like they want to end each other's lives, but it could be that they're in competition for maybe the last spot on the football team.
Ma'am, is this, you read, is it like each episode?